I want to get something to drink. So I was just reading I started reading The Feminine Mystique today because I wanted to come up with I was taking notes on it. I have some quotes that I pulled. Um, but I was pulling books off my bookshelf because I wanted to come up with a reading list for myself for this month of books that I wanted to get to. I don't know if I'll get to them all, but the thing about it is I'm thinking about like all this girl world stuff. And I really haven't studied feminist theory enough. Whoa. Kitten. So I wanted to study second wave feminism, which is exclusionary in a sense. It's not. Whoa, kitten. It's exclusionary in its sense, but it's just not good enough. But it's a start. I have to start at the beginning. There's other books that I could be reading, but I want to start at the beginning. So start at the basics. Start with the feminine mystique. But I was reading. I just read a magazine. I was reading Us Weekly because I wanted to see. Because there's some interesting things that are happening in the media right now. You have the trad wife phenomenon, which to me is kind of an offshoot of what's going on and what Betty Friedman talks about in The Feminine Mystique. And then you have things like Teen Vogue just fired all of their political correspondents. So there's this idea of kind of like a pulling back of issues of political importance or like issues that are important to young people about like issues that matter and like kind of being more trying to go back to being more fluff of being kind of like that they don't that young people don't care about those sort of things. So that's kind of why I want to read The Feminine Mystique is because it's like it's talking about those issues that, you know, women were kind of held down in the house. And so I it's the beginning. It's the beginning of those issues that so I kind of want to know exactly what she said about feminist theory. I kind of want to apply the feminine mystique to girl world and see how that interlet. See, the thing about it is with girl world, applying the feminine mystique to people like Amberlynn Reed is a little bit difficult because the feminine mystique talks about white cis het women, white cis het married women, and Amberlynn Reed is a white cis lesbian woman. So there's a little bit of intersectionality involved with when talking about Amberlynn Reed. So it's not going to be exactly a perfect model when applying the feminine mystique to Amberlynn Reed. It's got its problems because she, first of all, is not married and she's not. But some of the feminist theory can be applied to Amberlynn Reed in that some of the mystique of that society does ask of women can be applied to Amberlynn Reed. and other Girl World girls. Girl World in general. I think weight loss content online in general can be applied to people like the Feminine Mystique. So I've just started reading it, so I don't have my ideas are kind of half baked at this point, so I have to kind of um but here's some books that I have for I got Algo Speak because I love the entomology nerd. And I wanted to read something kind of newer. Um, when talking about Girl World, I kind of wanted to read something about emotional intelligence as well. Um, and I wanted to read about invisible influence. I thought that might be interesting too. Um, I got some heady books that I wanted to read. I also wanted to read Thomas More's Utopia and Jean-Paul Sartre's Existentialism as a Humanism. And then another book that I wanted to read is Machiavellian Ethics. That's kind of the beginning of ethics. And I'll apply that to Girl World and see how that kind of overlaps. When talking about, I think I'm going to read Algo Speak first, and then there's another book that I wanted to talk about was Metaphors We Live By. And this is like how we use words and applying words, like what we think about words. So kind of using these two plus feminist theory. So those are some of the books that I kind of want to read this month, take notes on, and make some videos about as I'm going through these books. But I kind of wanted to do a survey. I have a library card, so I wanted to go through some of the magazines, female. I wanted to go through some magazines and get some kind of like culture ideas about like what people are saying in culture. And kind of like do a survey of several different magazines and kind of get like a baseline opinion. I just looked at Us magazine and I was kind of like getting a feel for what people were saying. But I didn't really like analyze it. I just did a brief overview look at it and I was just kind of like skimming through it, but I think that I want to analyze it, like the word usage that they do. Hello, Daniel Barry. So, we are looking at weight loss and the internet. Health and wellness outcomes using social media. Interesting. Let's look at Google Scholar. Weight loss and YouTube. An exploratory assessment of weight loss videos on YouTube. 3 and 4 most viewed weight loss videos are consumer generated. Consumer videos focus on workout but not long-term balanced diets. Consumer videos often feature females talking about weight loss. Among the 100 viewed weight loss videos, only 1 was professional. Describe the variation in contents between video sources on YouTube regarding weight loss. After excluding 2 videos, a sample of 98 videos remained. Among them, 74 were consumer-generated videos, 12 new videos, and 12 from commercial television and companies. Collectively, the 98 videos were viewed more than 365 million times. The odds of mentioning ongoing lifestyle that included long-term changes and daily eating was 90% less in commercial and company videos compared to consumer videos. The odds of showing a female talking in the video and weight loss was 81% less in news videos compared to consumer videos. In addition, commercial and company videos were found to be 18 times as likely to carry a theme on workout as consumer videos. Can I? We are Yoho. Open. Yoho, yoho. Okay. The search term weight loss was used on YouTube. Well, videos in English were sorted by number of views and examined for specific content. The aim of the study was to include 100 most watched videos. The title, URL, date of upload, length of video, number of thumbs up and thumbs down, number of views were recorded. The data collection for the study occurred in New Jersey, USA on June 8th, 2016. Among the 100 most watched videos, 99 were in English and 1 was in Spanish, which excluded from the analysis. Among 99 manually coded weight loss videos in English, 74 were consumer-created videos, 12 news videos from TV and the internet, 12 videos were from commercial and company videos, 1 from a professional video. The professional video was excluded from further analysis on the basis of being the only professional video in the sample that was not enough to make any valid statistical inferences. I am reading a study about weight loss in YouTube. I am doing a data analysis. I'm researching. And somebody did a research study of YouTube and weight loss videos, and they studied YouTube videos. They said more than likely, if you search weight loss videos, it's more than likely consumer based, so somebody's making the video, and that it's more than likely a woman that's talking in the video, and that it's more than likely in English. And this was back in 2016. So that's interesting. Which makes sense because YouTube is not a site for professional video. YouTube is consumer based. So that makes sense. Oh, they study hate comments on YouTube videos of 2 various YouTube comment videos between overweight men versus women. Weight stigma goes viral on the internet. Systemic assessment of YouTube comments attacking overweight men and women. Anonymous verbal attacks against overweight individuals on social media are common and widespread. These comments often use negative, misogynistic, or derogatory words which stigmatize the targeted individuals with obesity. These verbal attacks may cause depression in overweight individuals, which subsequently promote unhealthy eating behavior, i.e., binge eating and further weight gain. To develop the intervention policy and strategic strategies that tackle anonymous web-based verbal attacks and thorough understanding of comments is necessary. The study aims to examine how anonymous users verbally attack or defend overweight individuals in terms of 3 themes. 1, topic of verbal attack. What aspects of overweight individuals are verbally attacked? 2, gender of commenters and targeted overweight individuals. And 3, intensity of derogation depending on targeted gender, number of swear words within used comments. The study of the content of YouTube comments that discuss overweight individuals or groups of 2 viral videos, Fat Girl Tinder Date and Fat Guy Tinder Date. The twin videos provide an avenue of which to analyze discussions of obesity as they organically occur within a contemporary setting. We randomly sampled and analyzed 320 comments based on a coding instrument developed for this study. Interesting. Many researchers have suggested that obese women are more susceptible to weight stigma than men. Well, that's pretty obvious. In a study conducted by Chen and Brown, 449 college students were asked to order 6 pictures of potential sexual partners according to their sexual personal preferences. The pictures included an obese person, a non-obese person, and individuals with various disabilities. A rating comparison between subjects showed that men rated an obese partner less preferentially than women did. In addition, men are more likely to choose sexual partners based on potential partners' weight. Overall, the rating findings showing that women are more vulnerable to weight stigma exposure than men. In contrast to these findings, however, Hussein and al. Found that across the 50 most viewed YouTube videos that devalued overweight individuals, overweight men are twice in the 50 most YouTube videos devalued overweight individuals, overweight men are twice as likely to be targets than overweight women. Oh, so women are more likely to be stigmatized, but overweight men are more likely to be targeted than men in YouTube comments. Men are primarily considered the perpetrators of weight stigma in a masculine society. As for women, becoming an attractive object is a role obligation. Thus, men are less likely to feel guilty when they fulfill masculinity by victimizing women who they perceive as deviant. However, in the context of romantic relationships, Bus Eden argued that women evolved in engaging in verbal aggression against their own sex, since members of a sex must compete for access to a mate with desired qualities, e.g., reproductive power or physical strength. A question may be raised as to whether this is the case for overweight individuals of the same sex or not. Unlike slender women, overweight women may be perceived as less physically attractive and less of a competitor, and thus not require verbal aggression as frequently. Alternatively, it is possible that women will defend overweight women due to contemporary culture or societal factors. Therefore, we sought to answer the following research questions regarding the presence of attack and defense between genders. Which gender more frequently verbally attacks or defends overweight individuals, men or women? Ooh. This is interesting. Within the selected data from female Tinder video, 75 or 44% of commenters were male, 37 or 22% were female, and 59, 35% were indeterminable. For the male Tinder data, 45, 31% of commenters were male, 52 or 36% were female, and 48 or 33% were indeterminable. Descriptive figures on the two Tinder values are in Table 1. Male, purpose attack 7149. I won't read it. Huh. When targeting overweight females, attacking comments accompanied more swear words than non-attack comments. However, no difference between the attack and non-attack comments was found for those targeting males. That's because more men commented on the women's videos. That noticeably male comments. That's interesting. Interesting study. Hi, Lulu. Ooh, somebody in the media did something about Amberlynn Reid's video. Trust Dynamics in Amberverse, a case study of Amberlynn Reid's YouTube channel, the commentary community, and audience engagement. It's fun. The sociological impact of eating disorders among adults. It's from Trust Media and the Economy. Abstract. Let's read the abstract of this. This is funny. A lolcow is an internet slang term used to describe a person who has become a target of online ridicule or mockery, often because of their behavior, beliefs, or action. Lolcow content creators often elicit strong emotions, and understanding the dynamics of trust within their viewer base is crucial for comprehending online community behavior. The chapter investigates the complex dynamics of trust in the content of YouTube content creation, focusing on lolcow type content. The study employs the case of Amberlynn Reid, a prominent figure known for her candid portrayal of personal struggles and a failed weight loss journey. Due to several controversies caused by her since her debut on YouTube since December 5th, 2011, she has become one of the focal characters within the YouTube commentary community, gaining notoriety as a certain so-called lolcow. Employing mixed methods approach, this study combines qualitative content analysis of Amber Reid's videos and commentary content of qualitative analysis of viewer engagement on both Reid's commentary channels. The research aims to uncover the factors contributing to Reid's online popularity and key factors influencing trust in lolcow type content, including transparency, authenticity, relatability, or lack thereof. Special emphasis is placed on the dynamics of trust, skepticism, and evolving nature of Reid's online persona. to read that. How do I get access? $200. Hardback is $200. $45 for the ebook. I'm gonna get a copy of this book. I'm gonna pay for it though. I want to get this book. Oh, God. How do I purchase this without... I don't want to purchase this. I'm going to go. I'm going to go and I'm going to debate whether or not to purchase this book. Trust Dynamics in the Amberverse. I'm going to think about it. I had $45 just to read a book about Amber. I'm not sure. Think about it. It might be worth it. Okay, that's all I got for tonight. I'm gonna be reading, so all right. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.